Sanju Verma, you're quick to respond to what you've just heard. Should this trouble the BJP as the ruling party at the center? 27% say unemployment, 23% prices rise. It's not about mandir. It's about mehengai. It's about rozgar.
You know, Rajdeep, there is a famous saying, a man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. And there is an entire cabal out there which believes that चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए, नरेंद्र मोदी तीसरी बार प्रधानमंत्री नहीं बनेंगे. But to the Modi naysayers, I will give out data which completely nails the false narrative that has been peddled by Rahul Gandhi and an entire ecosystem that is hoping against hope to see him being launched this time around successfully at that. Let me tell you this. ये जो narrative है that, you know, I will come to mehengai, I will come to inflation, I will not shove things under the carpet. But first and foremost, let's talk about unemployment. And I don't wish to be heckled very humbly. The unemployment rate was 6.1% in FY18. It fell to 5.8% in 2019, 4.8% in 1920, 4.2% in 2021, 4.1% in 21-22, and 3.1% in FY22-23. The 3.1% unemployment rate is a record low. This is not data peddled by Sanju Verma or Narendra Modi or some WhatsApp university graduate, which is what many people tend to believe. This is data given out by the NSSO, and the NSSO also says that the rural labor force participation rate is at its highest ever at 61%, and the male labor force participation rate is also at its highest ever at 77%, and the female labor force participation rate is also the highest ever at 37%. That is my second point. My third point, and this was mentioned by the Union Finance Minister by way of a white paper where the details are out. So let me make it very clear to your audience. Between 2004 and 2014, under the Manmohan Singh / Sonia Gandhi led kitchen cabinet, the inflation rate, and we are talking of average retail inflation rate, it was 8.6%. The average retail inflation rate under the Narendra Modi government in the last 10 years is 5.1%. And mind you, Rajdeep, we managed to do 5.1% despite two very big black swan events. One was the COVID pandemic, the worst pandemic in 102 years. The second black swan event was the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Do you know something, Rajdeep? The highest retail inflation in the last 10 years has been 7.79% in April 2022, whereas the highest retail inflation rate under the Congress was in November 2013, 14.8%, despite no...
Okay, so you, ma'am, your time is also up. I gave both of you, no, ma'am, equal time. Equal time, you've both got 2 minutes each at the outset, and I will request you to keep your interjections to those 2 minutes. But Sanjay Kumar, as the author, along with your team of this survey, when you look at these numbers, what does it suggest? Both the politicians are throwing other numbers at me to compare their track record on unemployment or their track record on job prices. But does this suggest that contrary to popular perception, the real concerns of people are still mehengai and berozgari? They are not Ram Mandir or indeed Hindutva?
Rajdeep, you have used the word the real concerns of the people. And I have no hesitation to say that the real concern of the people on the ground is mehengai and price rise. I am not saying whether it is going to be the big issue in 2024 Lok Sabha elections or not, but yes, this is a real concern. It is very evident from the findings of the survey. You have already cited the numbers. I don't want to repeat that. And it's not only the pre-poll survey which we have done recently. Even before the pre-poll survey of 2024, we have been tracking this over a period of time in different state assembly election, and we have figured out that this is a big issue, big concern among the common people of this country. Whether you talk about people living in the rural India, urban India, big cities or small towns, whether we talk about the middle class people or the poor people, this is a big concern. And the simple question which we asked in the survey was, do you think finding a job or employment opportunity is difficult now compared to the past? And a very large number of people have said, yes, it is far more difficult now compared to the past. An indication of how serious is the problem of unemployment. When
Right.
you talk about price rise, a very large number of people say, we are worried about rising prices, it is affecting our kitchen, it is affecting our budget. So if I go by the numbers, which I believe that, you know, this is coming right from the ground, I have no doubt that unemployment and price rise are the two big concerns of Indians at this moment.
Okay, but you're saying there are concerns. You're not sure whether they will become the central issue of the 2024 elections. Am I correct?
Absolutely. I'm not sure whether this will become the central agenda of voting, whether this will shape the voting pattern or not. But these are the two big concerns of the common Indians at this moment.
Okay,